We have all done the math. You look at your retirement account and realize that if you had just started setting money aside when you were 18, compound interest would have done all the hard work for you. The absolute best tool for that kind of long-term growth is a Roth IRA, because every dollar you pull out in retirement is completely tax-free. But there is a major catch. To put money into a Roth IRA, you have to have legally earned income from a job. That rule completely locks out babies, toddlers, and young children. By the time they are old enough to get a paycheck and open their own account, they have already lost almost 2 decades of the most powerful compounding years of their life. That changes in July 2026. Congress passed a law creating what are called Trump accounts. These are investment accounts designed specifically for kids under 18, and they require absolutely no job or earned income. Now, you actually do not want to keep the money in a Trump account forever. Instead, you use it as a temporary legal bridge to get around the income rules. By using this bridge strategy, parents can bypass the job requirement entirely and lock in a permanent, tax-free wealth vehicle for their children before they can even walk. Let's walk through exactly how this works using a hypothetical newborn, baby Leo. His parents want to secure his financial future from day one. Step 1 is opening the account. Because there are no income restrictions, Leo's parents can go online and set this up in minutes using nothing but his social security number. Step 2 is funding it. The parents decide to contribute the maximum amount, dropping $5,000 into Leo's account every single year. This diagram shows the eligibility window for a temporary government incentive. If a child is born between 2025 and 2028, the government automatically drops a free, one-time bonus of $1,000 straight into their account. This chart tracks how that money grows. The rules require funds to be invested primarily in US-based companies, so Leo's parents pick a simple index fund. The $5,000 annual deposits stack up, writing a 10% historical average return. Fast forward 12 years. The $60,000 in parental contributions plus $40,000 in market growth gives Leo a $100,000 total balance. $100,000 at age 18 is amazing, but if the money stays in this initial structure, Leo will have to pay taxes on it later in life. To protect those funds, we have to make a strategic shift. Step 3 happens automatically on his 18th birthday. By law, the Trump account turns into a traditional IRA. Under normal rules for a traditional IRA, every dollar you take out in retirement gets taxed. The IRS recently clarified that you do not have to leave it as a traditional IRA. You are legally allowed to convert it by following strict tax code rules. Step 4 is the conversion. Moving the money from the traditional account into a Roth IRA makes every future withdrawal permanently tax-free. Here is the primary loophole of how this is taxed. Because Leo's parents did not get a tax deduction when they first put the money in, the IRS doesn't tax those original deposits twice. Out of the $100,000 total, the $60,000 in parental contributions moves over entirely tax-free. Only the $40,000 in growth triggers a tax bill. Step 5. We minimize this using chunking. We slice the taxable growth into pieces, moving them slowly year by year. Leo converts one of those smaller chunks while he is a young college student with a low-paying part-time job. Because his overall income is so low, he can use his standard tax deduction to wipe out almost the entire tax bill, paying near 0% on the conversion. There is one major caveat called the kiddie tax. If Leo's parents still provide more than half of his financial support, the IRS will tax his conversion at his parents' much higher rate. To avoid this, Leo simply waits to execute the conversion until he turns 24 and is fully independent. By patiently timing these small chunk conversions, Leo legally reduces a massive tax burden to pennies. The money is now safely locked inside a Roth IRA. Let's shift the timeline forward 45 years. Leo is in his 20s with a $100,000 Roth IRA, and neither he nor his parents ever add another dime to this specific account. Without anyone adding a cent, the seed money doubles and redoubles as it rides the market's natural cycles over 4 decades. This graph illustrates the final staggering calculation. By the time Leo hits the standard retirement age of 65, that single $100,000 seed has exploded into $8.9 million. Because Leo and his parents utilized the bridge strategy to get those funds into a Roth IRA, every single penny of that nearly $9 million can be withdrawn completely tax-free. You do not need to wait until the summer of 2026 to start this process. You can begin setting aside $5,000 a year in a standard account today, so you have the cash ready to drop in the moment the portal opens. Securing a child's financial future is a matter of starting the clock early. This bridge strategy gives them 40 years of growth they could never replicate as an adult.